Welcome back to Mexico News Network's Daily Report, broadcasting from the beautiful El Dorado Del Spa Resort by Carisma. Do not forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Google Plus for more information. And visit our website, www.mexiconewsnetwork.com. Let's continue with the news. Taste one of the most typical and delicious dishes of Mexico's home cuisine. I'm talking about mole, available in all colors and kinds. Originally, the word mole comes from the Nahuatl word muli or moli, which means sauce or mixture of ingredients. This is exactly what mole is: delicious, complex, and comforting. Mole is an iconic dish of Mexican cuisine. Its origin is somewhat unidentified. Some say earlier version of the dish originated in the Aztec culture, but the actual preparation requires over 20 ingredients from all over the world. The native includes 4 chili peppers varieties, chocolate, tortillas, and tomato. The European mole needs nuts, bread, anise, raisins, onion, and garlic. Arabian needs sesame seeds and almonds, and the Oriental is with clove, pepper, and cinnamon. The varieties of mole are as many as the number of people preparing them. Even with a recipe, every cook gives its personal touches. Of course, there are certain types of preparation identified as mole. And in the state of Oaxaca, there are 7 different types, each of them with peculiar taste and ingredients. Moles in Oaxaca include chilhuacle pepper, which is specific of this region. Not all versions have this pepper, but it's what makes it special. The best known mole in Oaxaca is black mole. This is one prepared with over 20 ingredients, besides the 4 chilies, black and brown chilhuacle, ancho, and pasilla. It has other ingredients like sugar, peanuts, cumin, and plantain, and it also thickened with bread. Served over turkey or chicken and sprinkled with sesame seeds, and of course with rice, beans, and tortillas on a side. The other 6 from the 7 traditional moles of Oaxaca are yellow mole, almond-based mole, green mole, red mole or coloradito, chichilo, and manchamanteles. In English, this would mean the one that stains tablecloths. And this is something very popular when eating or preparing mole. People have a saying that if you do not get some mole on your clothes, you are not enjoying eating the mole. So go to Oaxaca and enjoy all or any of these varieties and delight your taste buds with all the ingredients joined together in a unique dish. And here's a tip. If you like mole and want to make it at home, at markets you can find some of the mole varieties either in a paste or powder. Just ask how to prepare this at home and enjoy a part of Mexican cuisine. Red, green, mole, rajas, and sweet. These are some of the flavors of tamales you will find in many cities of Mexico. However, keep in mind that Mexico is such a vast nation and rich in gastronomy that tamales may vary depending on the region. In fact, we could classify them into 3 major regions: northern, central, and southern tamales, similar in region but each impregnated with the flavor of every cook. Want to learn more about this pre-Hispanic traditional food? Well, tamales have been part of Mexico's lives for hundreds of years. They are commonly used in several Latin American countries and have even reached the US. Their main ingredients can be similar, but the fillings, mode of preparation, and even cooking method can differ from region to region. The basic ingredients in most tamales are corn dough, lard, and plant leaves such as corn or banana, which are used to wrap each tamal. Once it is prepared, you can proceed to the cooking, which can be steamed, which is the most common way, or baked. Let's talk about the Central Region tamales. These could be considered as the most popular or best known tamales in the country. They are prepared with a corn dough base topped with salsa and fillings such as chicken, pork, vegetable, grains, and even fruit. They are wrapped in corn leaves and have a large cylindrical shape. The most common flavors are green, red, rajas con queso, mole, and sweet. They are sometimes even filled with jam. These tamales are also known as Mexico City-style tamales. Corundas are a version of tamal found in Michoacán. Wrapped in a smaller triangular shape, they have no filling and are commonly served with salsa, sour cream, and cheese. They are also the main component of the corunda soup. Uchepos are fresh corn tamales originally from Michoacán. They have no filling and have a softer consistency. These are a smaller version of the ones from Mexico City. They could be sweet or savory. And the northern region tamales. These are smaller and thinner compared to the ones from Mexico City. They are usually filled with meat, beans, vegetables, or cheese, also wrapped in corn leaves and steamed. Tamales barbones or bearded tamales original from Sinaloa, filled with shrimp and red chili pepper. The head and the antennas of the shrimp are left out of the dough, resembling some sort of beard. Tamales from Sonora are thin and medium size. The corn dough is placed on the corn leaf, topped with the filling, pork, beef, chicken, or ground beef with carrots and peas. Then bathed with a red chili pepper sauce or guajillo sauce. They are quite spicy but delicious. The southern region tamales, the southern version of the tamales, are well known and famous for being wrapped in banana leaves. Their shape is rectangular and often less thick than the central region ones. The banana leaf provides a smoother surface and, of course, some part of taste as well. Tamales from Oaxaca, Tabasco, Veracruz, and Yucatan are the most famous southern tamales, and of course the taste is unique for every one of them, depending on the ingredients used to fill or top the tamal. The ones from Oaxaca are commonly filled with pork or chicken meat with black, green, or yellow mole sauce. Tamales from Tabasco are usually larger in size, sometimes filled with meat and sauce, and there is one particular with chipilín leaves, which is a plant native of Mexico and Central America, mixed in with the dough. Tamales from Yucatan are as varied as number of cooks, but the ones most recognized are vaporcitos, meat-filled and steamed. Colados, the dough for this one is passed through a colander, giving the dough a silkier texture. Brazo de reina, this is served on special occasions such as weddings, baptisms, and parties. It is prepared with pumpkin seeds, hard-boiled eggs, and chaya leaves, a native plant of the south of Mexico, and mugbi pollo. This is a large-scale tamal cooked in a ground oven, traditionally prepared for the Day of the Dead offerings and traditions. In Mexico, tamales are not just a traditional food, they are also part of celebration like birthdays, Day of the Dead, Día de la Candelaria, Christmas, and there are even tamal fairs where you may enjoy national and international tamales. Tamales are so important in Mexico's gastronomy and will surely become part of your life after you try this delicious pre-Hispanic traditional food. And do you want to learn how to prepare a simple and delicious Mexican dish? Molletes are an easy-to-make favorite for kids and adults. Just gather a few ingredients and let's start cooking. Here are the ingredients and procedure on how to prepare your own Mexican grilled cheese molletes. The ingredients you will need to make 4 molletes are 2 bolillos or teleras, types of bread used in Mexico. If you cannot find any, you can use a baguette. Unsalted butter, the required amount. 3/4 of a cup of refried beans, either black or pinto beans. 6 ounces of shredded manchego or Chihuahua cheese or any cheese that melts. Pico de gallo, which is optional, but we really suggest you to use it. It adds the perfect touch. Now the procedure. Preheat the oven or toaster to 500 Fahrenheit degrees. Cut the bread in half longitudinally. Place a large skillet on the stove and let it warm up. Melt the butter and place the bread, cut sides down till they get covered in butter. Toast just a little. Remove the bread and spread some refried beans on each slice. Sprinkle cheese on top of each slice. Now they are ready for the oven. Place molletes in the oven or toaster until the cheese has melted completely. Then remove from the oven. Now it is time to top it off with pico de gallo. This is a simple raw salsa made with this onion, tomato, and green chili pepper, some lime juice, salt, and of course, pepper. And now you are ready to enjoy. This is a basic recipe for molletes, but in some parts of Mexico, people also apply some meat preparation, potatoes with chorizo, nopales, and so on. There you have it, a simple and delicious Mexican treat to share with your family and friends. And now let me let you in on a small secret. The Yucatan Peninsula isn't all about Maya civilization and culture. It is a city that also portrays art and charm in several forms. Today, I will guide you through and together we will explore Merida's culinary side. It is an exquisite cuisine full of flavors, colors, scents, and a touch of ancient culture, with a hint of pepper, of course. Mérida is the capital city of the state of Yucatan, and I have chosen to talk about food not because I'm quite peckish, but because it is such a wonderful expression of art, while it is also a great manifestation of culture and identity, which, in the case of Mérida, is certainly something they carry deep in their blood. Now focusing on what we are interested on, food, glorious food. The city of Mérida, popularly known by locals as the Blanca Mérida, meaning in English the White Mérida, is a place full of tradition and customs. It has a very colonial side to it, and it is of course a very picturesque city. It perfectly blends these elements with the lifestyle of any 21st century metropolis, meaning you will see huge colonial Baroque style building with a modern day technology. Along Paseo Montejo, you will even find what I like to call a colonial Starbucks. This is a huge white building with arcs and domes which houses a Starbucks. Incredible. I'm telling you, Mérida is amazing. And when it comes to food, the city is exquisite. It is an idyllic fusion of traditional cooking styles and ingredients with the modern era. Yucatecan cuisine derives, of course, from pre-Hispanic times and the Maya culture. It is a very peculiar and characteristic artistic features of the whole of Mexico. What you will find in Mérida, you won't find anywhere else in the world. Another attribute of Yucatecan cuisine is that it is quite spicy, not so much as in Spicy Hut, but it contains very typical and Mexican spices, such as recado rojo, a spice very similar to paprika. Meaning that if you're not used to it, you better be cautious and do not overdo it. Remember, you can have plenty of time to discover Mérida, and we wouldn't want you to getting sick. I will quickly guide you through a whole day's meal. For breakfast, try a delicious dish called huevos motuleños, which are fried eggs, on top of the fried tortillas and bathed in a tomato and spices sauce, accompanied with these peas, beans, and of course cheese. Ideal to start the day. You may also want to try papazules, which are basically egg tacos, rolled up tortillas filled with scrambled eggs. Now the peculiar thing about them is the sauce that goes on the top, which is made from pepita seed, just delicious. And for drinking, have a nice orange and chaya juice or mamey milkshake. And for a stronger meal at lunchtime or dinner, then I suggest you turkey or pork-based dish. Before I continue, let me quickly tell you that the majority of dishes of Yucatecan cuisine are based on pork and turkey, and sometimes deer's meat. So we have all sorts of combination of these three meats, but the flavor is very particular and exquisite. Try cochinita pibil, a pork dish with a red sauce. Exquisite to be accompanied with tortillas and rice. Pavo en escabeche, a turkey dish bathed in a sauce made from several spices and chilies, ideal to be accompanied with rice and beans. And of course, my very own personal favorite, relleno negro, a delicious but very odd-looking dish. It is a dish that looks black. I love having it with chicken, but if you rather, you can have it with turkey. Its color is black because it is made from a selection of chilies and tomatoes that have been previously grilled and blended together to make a sauce. Baked on top of the chicken breast or turkey, its taste is definitely unique. It's exquisite, indescribable, and heavenly. I simply love having it with tacos. On the other hand, Yucatecan cuisine also features a great array of snacks and finger foods, such as panuchos and salbutes, which are ideal for a quick bite before running off to Chichen Itza or Izamal. Feast your eyes, soul, and palate on Merida's delicious and exquisite variety of culinary delights. I'm sure you will love it. And do not go anywhere. We'll be right back after these brief commercials with more information. Stay with us.